Hey, y'all, hey, and welcome to another session of Meditations with Marigny. So, it's been a minute since we've had a chance to commune, and for those of you that follow my channel on a regular basis, you know that I am in summer session and I am working on my master's of teaching. And today is kind of a special day, and I wanted to make sure that I connected with you today because today is my last day with my current employer. And I currently work for Georgia State University. And today, when I say it's my last day, it's not my last day with the university, but it's my last physical day on the campus. And I wanted to just solidify this moment that I've had with them by doing a video with you all today. And so I wanted to just come on and chat with you for a brief moment about when God is making changes in your life, the ability to adjust and the ability to pivot when something is moving in a different direction. So, for many of you that may follow my channel, you may know I may have mentioned a few weeks back that some transition was coming into play, and I will be going back into the classroom. And I will be going into the classroom because I need to become a certified teacher in order to move into any other formation of leadership that I would like to dove into as a part of my career path. And so, in order to become that certified teacher, I have to complete my teaching certification. So, some of you may know that I have taught in the past. However, I needed to be certified, and so that's the process that I'm going through now. But what I really want to focus in on, and if you get a chance or if you enjoy my videos, I would love for you to press like, I would love for you to click share, and I would love for you to subscribe. But what I really want to focus in on is a few weeks ago, I did a video on trust God. And the trust God process was talking, you may not have known it at that time, but it's talking about what I knew I was dealing with trusting God to make this move. And, I was really concerned because there are some things that are going to change financially. This is not necessarily an increase for me. It is actually, as I shared with some people, and I may be oversharing, but I feel like this is going to bless somebody that is standing in the gap trying to make a decision and you're concerned about your financial component. But it is actually going to be a pay decrease for me. And the decrease is necessary in order for me to get to the increase. And so I really kind of want to speak to the person that might be standing in a position where you're trying to figure out what are you to do when you're trying to make a decision about something that's going to financially impact you. And so the only thing that I can say is that this is truly a trust God season for me. And when I say trust God, I'm not talking about making a decision just off of your emotions or because you're mad or you're angry. Like, I'm not displeased with my employer. I love this place. Um, Even up until today, they said you can change your mind at any time, before you turn in your items. And we joked about it. And that's the way that you want to leave an employer. You want to always be in a position where the love that you have for one another is great enough that it lets both of you know that that relationship is not torn or anything of that sort. And so, someone watching this video may be toiling with the fact that you know that God is moving you into a different space, but you're concerned about the financial component. And what I will say is that one, you have to pray. You got to pray first. You got to seek God. Like, this has been months of God preparing me for this moment. And I will tell you that even today, my nerves are all over the place. There is a level of comfortability in God, but my natural man is responding as we should. It is not a comfortable place for me, but it is a place that I know that this move is going to thrust me into the projection of where God has been trying to move me for some years. And if you look at my videos, you may have seen one that I did a week or so ago, and I think it was called Sling-Shot Faith. And it's talking about God pulling you back to send you forward. God pulling you back to thrust you into your future. And so when you know that you know that you know that you know that God is moving on your behalf, there is a level of comfort that comes with that. And so I will say to anyone that's trying to make a decision about your next move and what that looks like and how you are to move and how you are to go about doing it, seek godly counsel. Have people that can speak into your life and encourage you along the process, because the process is not easy. If you already had all the answers, you wouldn't need God. But I know that I heard the Lord say to me that he could not do what he needed to do with me until I got in this next place. Once I get into that building, once I get into that organization, then the doors are going to open. And they're going to be doors that I could not have opened myself. And for some of the process, in order for some things to take place in your life, sometimes you have to go into a place that is already prepared for you that you're not currently in. And the way that I'm trying to say that to you is that I can't get to where I'm going if I stay where I am right now. If you get in the car and you turn the car on, but you never put it in drive, I don't care how much you want to get from point A to point B, you're never going to get there. Sometimes some of us have been sitting in the car, but we've never put it in drive. This is your put it in drive season. Remember, the word of the Lord said that this is our season of manifestation. We are in the second, almost the end of the second quarter, or actually, we've ended the second quarter and we're at the beginning of the third quarter of the year. So you still have time to do what God has called you to do. And I can just hear the Lord saying, fret not, for I am with you. So if you know that God is moving in your life, you know that he is orchestrating some things that they're not going to make sense to man, but they're going to make sense to your spirit man. And so you can't talk to people in the natural. There are some people who I've discussed what I'm doing, and then there are some people that I have not, because what it looks like does not make sense in the natural. And people are going to try to naturalize and analytically think about what moves that you should be making when God is telling you, Noah, go build a ship, go build an ark. He's saying, Jonah, don't go out there. You're going to get in the belly of the whale. So he's still going to send you to the destination that you're supposed to go to. It doesn't matter how he has to, prepare it for you to actually get there. So today I got all kind of emotions going on. And then somebody sent me, just out the blue, somebody sent me something because I was having a moment of frustration, because my office is also moving and they're in the process of unplugging our computers and things like that. And I got here like an hour and a half early this morning thinking that I was going to get a chance to knock some things out. And when I got here on yesterday evening after I left, they had come and taken my computer down. So I'm working from a laptop. And instead of me having multiple screens, I'm trying to split screen and work from this little laptop. So it's just a little bit of frustration what's going on. And in that process, someone sent me a video of a guy who was preaching. He was talking about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And that brother started to talk about how it doesn't matter where you land when God's hand is upon you, when his covering is over you. Wherever you go, he is going to create an atmosphere of positive production for you. And it was just so good for me at that very moment, because I was getting frustrated with the computer and how things were working. And God was like, don't get distracted by the little things. Sometimes we start focusing in on things that don't mean anything. And to bring this back full circle to what my channel is about, it's about relationships. In your relationship, are you concentrating on the things that can project you forward? Or are you concentrating on the things that will keep you in a stagnant or a negative place? As we look at our relationships and even relationships with employers, I'm leading in a way that if I ever needed to come back here, they would gladly hire me back because they know what I bring to the table They know the production that I've given to this team, as well as they know even in my leaving, it was a difficult decision for me to make. But it was one that I knew that I needed to make along the journey for my pathway. And so today I just want to encourage you that if you are in a position where God is trying to move you into a place where you don't know and you don't have an idea of how you are going to process it, but you know He is urging you to do it, pray first. Y'all notice I said that about 4 times in this video. Pray first. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and then all these things will be added unto you. But pray first. Then seek godly counsel. Ask others to pray with you. If you feel comfortable enough, share your concerns with me. You can send it to meditations with an S with Marigny. And you can either email me, you can send me an inbox, or you can put it in the comments that you'd like for me to reach out to you. And I would be happy to pray along with you. But I want to let you know that God is still doing what He said He was going to do this year. He is going to manifest all the promises that He has told us that we were going to have. And I'm not just talking about physical things. I'm not just talking about houses and cars and things of that sort. I'm talking about spiritual things. I'm talking about healing. I'm talking about peace. I'm talking about joy. The way that He is going to heal our inner core, because that's what's going to make a difference in the earth realm for us as kingdom builders. So I just wanted to come out and share that moment with you guys. Again, this will likely be my very last video on this campus. And I'm looking so forward to moving into my new journey where I will be working with students, and I will then be preparing them for the college campus. And you see how my life has come full circle. The knowledge that I gained from here, I'm going to be able to take that into the classroom. And now I have an inside knowledge of what colleges are looking for, things that the gaps that I actually saw that students had. And so I'm just grateful that God is going to use me in such a manner to be able to bless so many other young people and so forth a seed in their life. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please share it with a friend. I would love for you to like it, and I would be honored if you would subscribe. Have a great day. Bye, y'all.